to say goodbyes? Are we?
£20 says I get mine off, and yours goes down for a stretch.
40 quid says I also get mine off, with a suspended.
Too much.
Bull, yours is a done deal. Ain't got any form, is he? Mine will get bail even. Hey, darling. Come on, Ranch. Think of any nappies you can buy in for 50 quid.
Pretty surefire.
Sorry, did something squeak?
From your man, Sean.
No, I just tend to think that GBH is a pretty serious matter.
Well, gambling isn't. Hey, a cockle. Local delicacy. What? Try something that's not plucked off a tree.
So when's it due, Ranch?
July.
Catching up with me soon.
Except I'm still on my first wife.
Yeah, my mistake, see? Buying a feminist.
Twice.
She died of a fever. No one could save her. And that was the end of sweet Molly Malone.
Is that all I'm ever going to get from you?
If his brief wants words, cuff him.
2 minutes, mate. I just want to see her.
If he needs the bog, make sure you go with him.
Who, mate? My fiancée. She was allowed to visit me in prison.
Oh, we'll see. Bog, cuffs.
Lunch breaks 15 minutes each. Don't let him out on your own if you can help it.
All right, boss.
Doesn't pay to get too close either.
Well, it's just passing the time of day. I mean, he's a human being, isn't he?
Got his fiancée. There's no hidden nail files. Maybe you'd like to check.
All right.
My daft cousin scrolled up all right, yeah?
Testimony's rock solid, and they both send their love. Mike, like to have a quick word with your man here?
No, actually, I don't see why the kids should come first. I'm the one who's working all the hours God sends. Trying to organise a family break. They want Euro Disney, I want Italy. It's a standoff. And about as interesting as tax returns.
No, I'm fascinated. Do let me know what you decide.
You seem chipper.
I'm taking control. No more whinging from this T-boy.
Tell me over lunch.
Is he taking the mick?
Your witness? Dean Trehan. Call me Sharky. But I'd rather stick to what would be used in court, as you didn't turn up on Tuesday.
No one calls me Dean, except my mom.
If you need somebody to keep you warm in bed.
In your dreams.
My dream's about a lot classier than you, darling. You're a grope in an alley of a drunken night.
What?
Sean.
Don't tell me you're as easy to wind up as your loser cousin.
Clifford Hughes, court number 1, please.
More parties I can put behind bars, the better.
Hands off, Batman! Settle down or you're all out. You got me? You got me.
Lucky man.
Be a great help to Terry if you get yourself thrown out. What is your problem?
You. Us.
Carry it out, Sean.
Next case, GBH and a free.
Two families with a territorial grudge. Two ringleaders, hell-bent on fighting like dogs whenever their paths cross.
O'Shea's a conviction waiting to happen.
Yeah, unless he has the better liar as his witness. Why the police don't just leave them to it, I'll never know.
Court's ready.
What are you doing? Redecorating?
All right.
He's been threatening me for some time now.
My cockle patch run a bit dry lately, so I come to Shingle Bay to boost my quota. It's my income. I gotta go somewhere.
What happened then?
We were packing up, and he comes at me, tears my bucket from my hand, empties it, punches me, knocks me to the ground, kicks me in the stomach like. Sharky tried to pull him off, but he comes at me again, kicks me in the face. That's when I hit back in self-defense. I know violence doesn't solve anything, but I had no choice.
No further questions.
Miss Cates.
Your worships, on the...
And what about the Irishman who spent ages in a clothes shop looking for a baseball hat with a peak on the back? And the one about the Irishman?
Here's the one about the dead Welshman.
Mr. Dean Trahan.
You appear to have forgotten something, Mr. Jenkins, in the shape of our next witness. The court will adjourn immediately and reconvene in 15 minutes to hear Mr. Trahan's testimony.
Court rise.
Great. Got time to brief my witness.
Had 2 sessions with mine. It's word perfect. Got your checkbook.
What's the big joke? What's the big joke?
Oh, your crush on Mighty Mike. Busy.
As far as I'm concerned, Cliff threw the first, second, and third punch.
You'll be fine. Just try and relax a bit, yeah?
Mr. Trahan, whether or not you feel the Irish have a right to be here,
It's not that.
your purpose today,
They can live here, but they got no right telling us where they can pick our
the
cockles.
point today is...
To whip their paddy
The
up.
point
Grace!
is who started the fight and your rather aggressive prejudice.
You saying I'm racist?
No, but...
Because if I was, I wouldn't be talking to you, would I?
Grace.
Hey, look. They drew out next.
I'm pulling him as a witness.
Pulling him as a witness?
He'll do you no favors.
What? He's useless! You should be taking orders from Papa Dogs!
He doesn't mean that.
Well, it's no racist prats that bother me, it's unreliable witnesses. Not one word.
His wife.
May we?
Fine.
Thanks, Eric. Right, taxi home.
No. I don't want to be there on my own.
Grace. Yes.
Everything okay?
Yes. Grace just going home.
No.
The interview rooms are free. Come and have a cup of tea.
best. You go over and apologize to that suit. Now.
You may remain seated, if you wish, sir.
And make me look like an old invalid to strengthen your case for the prosecution, is it?
You are Walter Turner.
And I'm here, not in the waiting room.
Mr. Turner, I thank you to let the clerk continue.
I'd thank her not to shout. I'm old, sir, but not deaf.
You were born on the 4th of May in 1931.
Correct.
And to the charge of driving without due care and attention, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
Scorpio. Right. Here we are. Murphy's Law is at work when everything that could go wrong will go wrong. Well, it's a load of rubbish anyway. Fresh air will help. Well, that's a bit more promising, isn't it? Fresh air and all that. Hey, you could be back on that bay where
You shut your stupid face!
I got no problem really with you. With different nationalities, you know, being over here. And I think about the, you know, I love curry, so no offense intended.
I only get offended by people I feel should know better.
Oh, well. Good then.
Those beyond re-education just mildly irritate me.
Good. Right.
And as I'm a qualified lawyer, and it's in my client's interest that you testify, I suggest you climb out of that hole you dug yourself and listen carefully to what I have to say, okay?
You're the boss.
It's okay, I just want to reassure my old pal here that his woman won't be lonely when he goes down.
She wouldn't look at you.
Oh, not me. Your cousin. Very cozy from what I can see. Very cozy.
All the black coffee in the world won't make him a good witness, my little friend.
Milky and strong. I never could work that one out. But still, how you take it?
Sorry.
For what?
I let you down. That's what I do.
Hey, I got over it, man. Look at me. Happily married. 2 lovely daughters. Surrounded by women. Grey hairs to tell the tale. Gracie.
Can't feel. Can't function.
I should have gone down on one knee 40 years ago.
And neither you nor your good friend, Mr. Clifford Hughes, provoked Mr. Terence O'Shea in any way?
No.
You merely tried to persuade them to allow you to a meagre bucket or two?
Yes.
Yet Mr. Hughes tells us that he came at him like a madman. This isn't adding up, Mr. Treherne.
No, he did. He did. Cliff just teased him a bit and he was on him.
Teased? Provoked? What's in a word?
No. Not teased at all. Just tried to chat. You know.
Yeah, this story will keep changing.
I put it to you, Mr. Trehan, that your good and reasonable friend, Mr. Hughes, was indeed itching for a fight with his old rival. So much so that he not only provoked Mr. Terence O'Shea to the end of his short tether, but no doubt entered the affray with a considerable amount of relish. No further questions, Your Worship.
No questions.
Thank you, Mr. Trehan. Take a seat at the back of the court.
I call Terence O'Shea.
Stand up, Mr. O'Shea.
I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
But I was only doing 25. I never go over.
We're well aware of this, Mr. Turner, as are the local police.
It's not a crime.
Causing a 4-mile tailback is not conducive to controlling road rage, sir.
So other people's anger is my fault.
Sir, I suggest you let the magistrate proceed to sentence.
This court has found you guilty, Mr. Turner. Not only were you in the outside lane, but this is your 3rd conviction in the last 12 months. This court orders that your license be withheld until such time as you have retried and passed your driving test, and that you pay a fine of £70. Your license will be endorsed.
Stand.
So what were all those kisses? Something to keep you amused in Terry's absence.
You're making too much of it.
You enjoyed them. Every single one.
Yes. And it was selfish and stupid. And now it's over. Okay? Could you do that to him? Sean?
No. It's just, I'm not dealing with this very well, Pearl.
You're gorgeous. Find someone else. Forget me.
So, a hardened enemy calls the love of your life an old bike, and then goes on to say that he'd had a ride on her himself one drunken night, and you just walk away? Mr. O'Shea?
I knew he was just trying to wind me up. He had an eye for her. Everyone does.
So there wasn't the slightest doubt in your mind that there might be some truth in it?
She'd never do that.
Yet surely the audacity of his allegation would lead any normal, red-blooded male to give as good as he got in his fiancée's honour.
I honoured her more by keeping me cool.
Your powers of restraint are as impressive as your capacity for trust. Nothing further.
Thank you. Sit down, Mr. O'Shea.
Human being, sober, honest eyes, home and dry.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You are Sean O'Shea from 14 Copper Road, date of birth 17th of the 6th, 71.
Yes.
Could you run us through the events of the evening in question?
Yeah. Terry and I were driving past Shingle Bay when we saw Cliff and Sharky cockling. Terry asked me to stop.
Did he specify why?
Yeah, to have a few words.
And how was Mr. O'Shea at this point?
Calm. He seemed calm. We went over, then...
Yes?
They talked, Cliff and Terry, and Cliff said something about Pearl. Terry walked away a bit, but Cliff came after him, goading him.
Yes.
Terry turned, and then the next thing I knew, they were fighting.
If we could just maybe go back a bit. Before they started fighting, when Mr. Hughes was goading my client, How close were you to them at that point?
Quite close.
About as close as I am to you now. Close enough to see who threw the first punch. So, who threw the first punch, Mr. O'Shea?
Sorry, I couldn't tell you.
Dispensed with.
Sorry?
Make the most of it while you still count. My age, no one sees us. No one listens.
We'll retire to verdict over lunch and reconvene at 1:45.
Court rise.
Shafted me, didn't he?
Can't lie to you, mate.
Terry.
Pearl,
What were you thinking?
I did it for us.
You've as good as put him away.
One of us had to. You wouldn't.
What have you done? The family will kill us.
We could go away.
I live here.
I'm not sorry, Pearl. I love you. I'm not sorry.
Nerves? Amnesia? Do enlighten me.
I couldn't lie.
I'm sure Terry'd be chuffed to hear that your conscience is clear. When he beds down tonight in Swansea Neck.
Can I see him? Can you wangle it? Please.
One day off a week?
For the course, then lots of home study. All I need now is my hard-faced boss's permission.
Go on then, T-boy.
Why didn't we think of this sooner?
I wanted to keep you in your place. I'm joking. I just never thought you needed them. You're going to get qualified, T-boy.
What did my cousin do for me in there?
Bottled it. I don't know.
Little birdie tells me I've good reason to.
What?
You and him.
No. No.
I was watching you, Pearl. You wouldn't look at each other. Like you'd something to prove. Don't lie to me, love.
We've been flirting, I suppose. Stupid and harmless.
How harmless?
A kiss or two. I'll wait for you. I will.
I can't wait. If I could get out, I've got people who could get me to Cork. You know, I mean, you could come over later. You'd love it.
But I love it here. It's my home.
It wouldn't be very homely for you if the truth got out. I love every bit of you. I you gotta do is whack the fire alarm. I love you.
£20 we said, right?
50. 50. A tenner for each month your boy spends banged up.
Pure bad luck.
How long is it since you won a case, Des?
Drinks on you tonight, then, yeah?
Sorry, this is going into the second, baby kitty.
Just us three, then.
Need words with my boss?
Off to the gym.
Hoping to catch Mr. Muscle, is it?
Thank you. How you feeling?
Fine. I'll be better tomorrow.
Week Thursday. Can't wait.
Ain't no stopping him now.
No, I'm going to be shimmying up that career path as fast as I can. Oh, you better watch your back, Ms. Turrell.
I don't think I like this new self-made Hugh.
Oh, still adorable underneath. So what's it to be? Goofy or gondolas?
Don't. Goofy, probably. The kids are too young to enjoy it, and there'll be loads of queues. But Griff's just digging his heels in to make a point.
I can always treat it to a pizza to make up for it. It's not quite the same,
No,
but
best not. I'd love to, but I'm a boring old married woman.
never boring.
No, just bored, maybe. Hugh. I'm sorry.
Grace, you've got to listen to me. I can't just not go to the chamber tonight. I'll give him a paper.
I'll wait outside in the car then.
No. People are going to see you there.
Why did the Irishman show off his cousins so he could nab his bird? Come on! Come on! Get up! Okay, come